Hi, my name is Sunshine Olivares.
I am Nenra Jane Ompoc.
I am Daniel Labian.
And I'm Lumahang.
This is
Technology Integration.
Wow, it's been a while since we took a video, isn't that right, guys?
You're right, Sunshine, but it's a good way for us to interact like this, since it's rare for this to happen now that we're in a pandemic, right?
Yeah, COVID is a bummer. We can have a real face-to-face just because of it.
But that's okay. Let's think positive. We're all alive and breathing fine, and that's important. And we don't want that to be a hindrance, right?
Right.
Good. Now let's go back to the topic. Because of what happened almost 2 years ago wherein schools were forced to close because of COVID, the mode of classroom settings for most shifted on relying on modular or online learning. And if it wasn't because of our basic interest in learning technologies and exploring the internet during classroom settings, when pandemic did not happen, then it would have been harder for us to cope up learning today.
Now that you have mentioned it, Ninra, does it mean that integrating technology in the classroom before actually gave a huge contribution for our learning today?
Well, isn't it obvious that if it weren't for that, then we would be struggling a lot today? Because we were able to practice using technology during offline setting, or should I say real life classroom setting, then that allowed us to become familiar, a lot more familiar with our setup today. It becomes easier since we already know and are ready to use ICT even before pandemic happened.
So does that also mean because we practice using our phone cameras before because of speeches and the likes during our past project or activities prior to the pandemic, that we are not afraid to take video recordings for the sake of technology integration review?
Bingo!
Well, I found out that besides using our phone cameras, computers, or laptops, and our smart gadgets, the internet actually provided a lot of technology integration tools like our online classroom. For example, the Google Classroom is one of them. Other examples are Google Meets or Zoom, MS Words, or Word documents, and Quizlet. For presentation tools, we have Freezy, Glassdoor Edu, and etc. Facebook and YouTube now is considered and can be used for technology integration.
Good thing is, there are a lot of advantages using technology for our learning, such as it increases our collaboration and communication with our situation today. Through online lessons and learning games, students get to work together to solve problems. In collaborative activities, students can share their thoughts and ideas and support each other. At the same time, technology enables one-on-one interaction with teachers. Students can ask classroom-related questions and seek additional help on difficult to understand subject matter. At home, students can upload their homework and teachers can access and view their completed assignments using their laptops. Aside from that, using technology prepares the students to the future, since our society today is a genius freak when it comes to technology. Other than that, technology provides up-to-date information. It comes with a lot of resources, improved teacher productivity and efficiency. It excites young students, or it's engaging and fun. And there are too many to mention.
Oh, that's mind-blowing.
Well, as much as we want to praise technology's advantages, we cannot deny the fact that there are also various disadvantages for technology integration and learning. For example, it encourages students to cheat. That's a fact. Since teachers don't supervise their students the way they did before, students now have the tendency to cheat. Another is that there are so many distractions in the internet. There are online games and videos that students pay more attention to them rather than their learning. Technology also gives students and teachers an endless access of learning resources that it becomes a cluster and it confuses them with what is appropriate for them to use. And the fact that even though our society today has become a technology network, there are only few households who owns technology. Not all were given the opportunity to have computers, laptop, cell phone, tablets, etc. That becomes an obstacle for students, especially students like us in this pandemic, to pursue learning. The thing that I just mentioned are only the few disadvantages in technology integration. There are so many of them that I cannot mention them all one by one.
However, despite the many ads or cons in technology integration for learning, please don't forget that because of it, we are allowed to resume our studies. If not for it, then it's been taking to just wait and relax at our home. Despite the disadvantages, advantages outweigh those disadvantages. Remember, we are given opportunity to collaborate for this technology integration. Review and besides, there are activities where it encourages us to explore our community, giving us the opportunity to know more about it by enabling students to explore and experience the different features found in our locality that we don't know before. There are so many things that contributes not only to learners but also to our teachers. I hope you keep that in mind.
Well, I did not. I was just stating some facts about disadvantages.
I don't know, but you're making it sound like disadvantages way more than advantages. It's making technology integration in learning look and sound bad.
Okay, hold up the drama. We're finally ending this review and you want to argue? Come on guys, we're in this together, okay? So let's go back. So Daniel, were we able to answer your questions just now?
Yes, and I'm actually happy that I've learned about it, knowing that technology integration becomes a huge helper for me to evaluate myself during this pandemic and for me to continue my studies is such a blessing. It is a blessing because we are able to prepare ourselves during offline settings with many given activities that it needs the use of technology. And the technology subjects offered to us before actually help us to cope up with today's learning. Just like you said, Sunshine, then we would be struggling a lot if it weren't for us learning about the technology prior to COVID. I know some people who do not know how to use technology and it becomes hard for them to adjust to their online classes, especially this present time. Though the technology comes with many disadvantages, there is also knowing that there's also advantages. There's also advantages that it actually proves, according to Judilis, that advantages way more than the disadvantages. On the other end, it's kind of reassuring.
Alright, that's wonderful then, Daniel. Now that we're finally ending this technology integration review, do you guys have anything to spare?
No, none for me.
Have.